There are some LEGO sets that are just better than others. And this one may surprise you. This is the Donut Truck, set number 60452, containing 196 pieces. This was released in 2025. The Donut Truck is a new set in a series of food-related trucks here for LEGO City. The Burger Truck last year was one of my favorite sets of 2024, so I have high expectations for the Donut Truck. Welcome into Old Mountain Bricks, everybody. We're going to build this set here today, do a quick time-lapse of it, and give you my thoughts on the build process, and then of the overall set. The back of the box shows just some more play features and how the back can be removed and some of the extra detailing involved with the set. So let's go ahead and crack this thing open and take a look and see what is in store with the Donut Truck. Cutting open the box on this one, we're excited to get started with it. Inside you will find 2 plastic bags, a small piece, and 2 instruction manuals. As we dump out the pieces and get started, of course you start with building the minifigure, and then you start with the main frame of the truck itself using this black piece that does a lot of the heavy lifting there. That was the extra piece that was on the side there. Of course it goes together pretty easily for a 5+ set there, but I like being able to kind of separate a build. You can build this with a friend, of course. That's why they do 2 instruction manuals. One can do the front, one can do the shack part of the set there. You throw the tires on and you get started on the actual shack part of the donut. It's a pretty simple build. It's just a simple rectangle. The funnest thing, of course, was to build this donut on top, but I'm excited to show it to you. Okay, and here's the Donut Truck. So that was a fun little build. It used a couple pieces I was not familiar with there, so always fun to see new pieces. It was a 5+ style set, which means it uses this learn to build kind of process on each page, which I don't really mind, as it kind of still gets the job done by using the second page if you don't need this step. It came with those 2 instruction manuals as a way to help those younger builders learn how to build. But let's take a closer look at the set now. A big thing about this set is this set does not include any stickers. So everything you see here are printed pieces, which is something I will die on the hill of that LEGO just needs to be doing more of. So this nice little piece down here is printed. The little signs are both printed, and the sprinkles on the donut there, and the little calculator, and the little donuts that are being served. LEGO just makes too much money otherwise to not just have printed pieces on most of their sets. There's a few instances where I can see stickers being okay, but for most sets, or especially expensive sets, it should definitely be printed pieces. So, the fun thing about this one, and it's built in 2 different stages there, you build the actual truck and then the actual donut stand. So you could just have this stand off on its own somewhere in your city if you wanted to. There's glass on the back of this here, so you can have that as another serving station if you needed to. A door that can open up on the back if you need to access that section there for the minifigures. And of course the serving side. The donut on top is nice. It just kind of swivels around there, which is really cool. To take this off, all you gotta do is kind of pull up on it a little bit. It's just only held on there by these 4 studs there. Inside you can find, again, more of those donuts and a little coffee machine, looks like. Pretty simple interior, but again, gets the job done for what you need from these kind of sets. The truck itself is kind of similar there. It's got the 2 studs right there and 4 more to kind of hold that donut section in place. The top section can be removed up here in order to put the minifigure in. There is a steering wheel inside there, so the donut truck operator can then drive the truck away if needed to. I really like the front of the truck, kind of gives it that old school style with the nice kind of chrome grille there, and the nice rounded front to kind of just give a little bit more detail to it as opposed to just a blocky part. But again, really love the printed pieces. These are the tires that are just one piece with shiny hubcaps put on. This is that piece I was talking about there that is the kind of one large piece in order to kind of keep things consistent for these younger LEGO City sets. But again, to just put that on there, all you do is bring the donut shack over and then throw the roof back on, and the donut truck is put back together. Here are the leftover pieces for the set, with 2 small printed ones as well. Next thing, we're going to take a look at the minifigures. Here it comes with 2 in this set. You have a female style police officer, and then a male kind of donut truck operator. I like this one the most there, as it has his apron kind of bleed into the pants that he's wearing, so it makes for a nice kind of transition into that. And of course, it has the nice donut logo there, the pink and the sprinkles. Kind of reminds me of the classic Simpsons donut as well, which is rumored to be coming out maybe in the next year or so too, so maybe there's a reason behind that. But he has kind of the hat that goes on sideways and the gloves on Nothing really too exciting on the back, no alternative face. She kind of is wearing like the standard police officer, no printing on the legs. Does have a $100 bill to buy some donuts there, and does kind of have like the top knot kind of bun there. But then does come with an alternative face there where she is really enjoying her donut. Which I don't really understand why she needs a $100 bill. If you look a closer look at this printed piece, it is 0.4 for a donut and a 0.5 for a different donut. So hope the guy's got some change for her. Comparing it directly with last year's burger truck, which was one of my favorite sets of the year, you can see it has some similar features, of course, with the printed pieces and kind of the like food-shaped type thing. I don't think it's as good as last year's because the burger itself was just really cool to just have as a little shack on its own. That makes it kind of more unique than just like the rectangle that the donut comes in. But there's only so much you can do with a burger versus a donut there, but just wanted to show them to you side by side, just so you could see kind of the difference and the slight evolution in the construction and the pieces. It does use a different building technique on the bottom there as well, so that's always interesting to see how they continue to change these type of things moving forward. Okay, so what are final thoughts on the donut truck here? Is it as good as the burger truck from last year? I don't think so, now that I've looked at them side by side, but I think it is still a great set. It still might make my top 10 sets of the year. We'll just have to see what LEGO puts out through the rest of the year here. But through March, I'm already pretty excited, and I really love the amount of print pieces. I think that the two minifigures are great. The price is fine on it for what you're getting, and it just adds a lot of life into a LEGO city, which is what I'm looking for and why I picked this one up. So I'm definitely going to enjoy this one, and I'm glad that we picked it up. Leave a comment down below what you thought of the donut truck here. Is it worth it? Do you like the printed pieces? If not, also leave a comment, but leave a like on the way out. Subscribe to Mountain Bricks for even more reviews and LEGO City content coming your way. Until next time, thanks for coming by. Have a good one.